The samurai, a term that conjures images of noble warriors clad in intricately designed armor, wielding katana swords with grace and precision, has captivated the imagination of many. Their history is fascinatingly woven with threads of honor, loyalty, and a profound code of conduct known as Bushido. But what exactly is the story behind these legendary figures? Today, we're diving deep into the rich history of the samurai, exploring their origins, their evolution, and their enduring legacy in modern culture. To begin, we need to understand where the samurai fit into Japan's historical context. The samurai emerged during the Heian period, which spanned from 794 to 1185. This was a time when the imperial court in Kyoto was at its height, and aristocratic families held significant power. However, as the central authority weakened, regional clans began to rise, leading to a need for skilled warriors who could protect their lands and interests. This gave birth to the samurai class. Initially, samurai were not the elite warriors we think of today. They were more akin to mounted archers, serving the noble families as retainers. As warfare became more prevalent, particularly during the late Heian period, these warriors began to adopt a more formalized role, becoming skilled in various forms of combat, including swordsmanship and horseback riding. The rise of the samurai was closely tied to the establishment of the feudal system in Japan, where land was exchanged for loyalty and military service. The Genpei War, which took place from 1180 to 1185, marked a significant turning point in samurai history. It was a conflict between two powerful clans, the Minamoto and the Taira, and it ultimately led to the establishment of the Kamakura shogunate. This was Japan's first military government, and it signaled the beginning of the samurai's dominance in Japanese society. The shogunate was led by a shogun, a military ruler who held power over the emperor, effectively shifting the political landscape of Japan. As we move into the Kamakura period, which lasted from 1185 to 1333, the samurai began to solidify their status as the ruling class. During this time, the Bushido code began to take shape. Bushido, meaning the way of the warrior, emphasized virtues such as loyalty, honor, and discipline. It was not just a code of conduct for samurai, but a way of life that influenced their actions, decisions, and interactions with others. The samurai were expected to uphold these ideals, even at the cost of their lives. The Muromachi period followed, lasting from 1336 to 1573, and during this time, the samurai continued to evolve. The introduction of new weapons, such as firearms, changed the dynamics of warfare. However, the samurai adapted, incorporating these new technologies into their strategies while maintaining their traditional values. The rise of the Ashikaga shogunate also saw the samurai engage in a series of internal conflicts known as the Sengoku period, or the Warring States period, which lasted from the mid-15th to the early 17th centuries. This was a time of chaos and fragmentation, with various daimyos, or feudal lords, vying for control over territories. Amidst this turmoil, we see the emergence of legendary figures like Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu. These leaders were not just powerful samurai, they were strategic thinkers and unifiers who sought to bring stability to a fractured Japan. Nobunaga, known for his ruthless tactics and innovative use of gunpowder, played a crucial role in the unification of Japan. Hideyoshi, his successor, further solidified this unification and is credited with implementing significant social reforms. Finally, Tokugawa Ieyasu established the Tokugawa shogunate in 1603, ushering in a period of relative peace known as the Edo period. The Edo period, which lasted from 1603 to 1868, was a time of stability and prosperity for Japan. The samurai class flourished during this era, but their role began to change. With peace reigning across the land, the samurai were no longer needed as warriors in the same capacity. Many transitioned into bureaucratic roles, serving as administrators and educators. This shift marked a significant transformation in the samurai identity, as they began to embrace intellectual pursuits alongside martial prowess. However, the samurai's connection to warfare was not entirely severed. The Edo period also saw the rise of a distinct samurai culture, characterized by art, literature, and philosophy. The samurai became patrons of the arts, supporting the development of traditional Japanese theater, such as no and kabuki, as well as the tea ceremony and flower arranging. This cultural flourishing contributed to the samurai's identity as not just warriors, but also as refined individuals with a deep appreciation for aesthetics and beauty. As we approach the mid-19th century, Japan found itself at a crossroads. The arrival of Commodore Matthew Perry and his black ships in 1853 opened Japan to the outside world, leading to significant political and social upheaval. The samurai class, which had enjoyed privilege and status for centuries, faced new challenges as the country began to modernize. The Meiji Restoration of 1868 marked the end of the Tokugawa shogunate and the restoration of imperial rule. This period brought about sweeping reforms, including the abolition of the samurai class as a distinct social order. The samurai's transition into modernity was complex. Many samurai resisted the changes, clinging to their traditional values and way of life. However, others embraced the new opportunities presented by modernization, seeking roles in the military, government, and industry. The samurai spirit, characterized by loyalty and dedication, found new expressions in these emerging fields. The samurai legacy continued to influence Japan's military strategies and national identity, even as the class itself faded into history. Despite the dissolution of the samurai class, their cultural impact endured. The ideals of Bushido became ingrained in Japanese society, influencing not just military practices, but also ethical frameworks in various fields, such as business and education. The samurai's commitment to honor and discipline resonated with the Japanese people, shaping their collective consciousness. In the modern era, the samurai have become iconic figures in global culture, inspiring countless works of literature, film, and art. From Akira Kurosawa's classic films to contemporary anime and manga, the samurai archetype continues to captivate audiences around the world. Honor, sacrifice, and the struggle between tradition and modernity resonate deeply, transcending cultural boundaries. Today, as we reflect on the history of the samurai, we see a complex narrative that goes beyond mere warriors. The samurai were not just fighters. They were individuals who navigated the intricacies of loyalty, honor, and societal change. Their story is a testament to the enduring human spirit, a reminder of the values that can guide us through times of uncertainty. In conclusion, the samurai represent a fascinating chapter in Japan's history, embodying a unique blend of martial prowess and cultural sophistication. Their legacy continues to inspire and resonate, reminding us of the importance of honor, loyalty, and the pursuit of excellence in our own lives. As we explore the world of the samurai, we uncover not just the story of a warrior class, but a profound exploration of what it means to be human. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the history of the samurai.